Hi, my name is Jessica Spencer, and I am in the philosophy module for Praxis Bootcamp this month. We are learning about all sorts of things this month, like how much work it is to have a real valuable opinion, why philosophers make excellent entrepreneurs, and why hypothetical thinking matters. But what really spoke to me this week is the passage about Giving It 5 Minutes by Jason, forgive me, Fried. I liked it because he talked about how he used to be a hothead and would never give people the time to let their ideas sink in before he would react, usually angrily, to their opinions. Until one day he went up to an author after a talk and was arguing opinions with him, and the gentleman just told him to wait and give it 5 minutes to let the ideas really sink in before he came and pushed back on his ideas. It reminded me of an experience I had when I was in high school. I was doing mock interviews and I thought I was doing really well answering the questions quickly and honestly. When we finished with the interview, the interviewer told me, Jessica, you did okay, but you can really benefit from thinking about what you say before you say it. And at the time, I was a little embarrassed. But then I thought about what she was saying, and I realized that's exactly what I do. I thought that I had to get an answer out so quick that it didn't really matter if I had an entire thought formed in my head. I just had to start word barfing out and getting something out there to fill the silence. Obviously, employers don't want you to just word barf out answers. They want well thought out opinions that really are valuable to them. It's a bit different of a situation, but I think that the lessons there are both the same. We all have heard the saying that when you write a nasty email, you should put it away and sleep on it for the night before you go and send it. I think that this is the same kind of teaching, because if you wait to react to a situation, you're going to have a way better understanding of what you think is correct. So many people today in our society just want to start screaming their opinions out as soon as they get angry or feel something right away. It's this social media culture that we live in. But I think that that is detrimental to our understanding of other people's opinions. Take political debates, for example. Everybody has an opinion, but nobody wants to listen to each other's. So usually it ends up where everybody leaves mad and nothing gets done about any sort of problem. Real understanding of other people's opinions and belief systems are what make for a great conversation. And if we just sit and wait for everybody's opinions to kind of sink in and really understand, if we let other people speak before we do, we will learn their sides of the story. And then if you still don't agree with them, you will have a better understanding of how to bring up points that will help them understand your points and possibly convince them of your side. We should really try to start asking more questions instead of immediately pushing back on other people's opinions. Pushing back really means that you're asking questions and setting up your statements in a way where you are looking for the answer that you are looking for, not how to find out what the other person's side is and what their valid points are, because most people have valid points for their arguments. We just don't want to listen to them. But when we start asking questions with the intent of learning the other person's point of view instead of helping our own agendas, we will learn more about what other people's opinions are, which really helps our own points again. I personally think it's extremely important to listen to opinions that aren't your own and listen to all sides of the story in order to really have a grasp on the situation. What's great about philosophy is that people sometimes have really great, well thought out, constructive arguments. And regardless of whether you believe or agree with what they are saying, you can find good information in all of them. That being said, I had a great time this week reading all of these passages and deciphering what my opinions are. I'm excited to see what comes the next week.